As the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas is underway, the U.S. says that they are doing what they can do to implement the second phase of the agreement. Standing alongside Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, U.S. President Donald Trump says that there is little difference in what the two countries are trying to achieve.
And I think we came to a lot of conclusion and conclusions. And there's very little difference in what we're looking at and where we want to be, where we want to go. And so I just want to thank you for spending time. I know you're going to be over here for a couple of days, and maybe we'll be surprising us on New Year's Eve. That'll be fine.
Trump also says that he isn't worried about the slow progress of phase 2 of the agreement.
Well, I'm not concerned about anything that Israel's doing. I'm concerned about what other people are doing or maybe aren't doing. But I'm not concerned. They've lived up to the plan. They're strong, they're solid, and sometimes they don't understand when somebody violates something that you want to give them a second chance. Well, we'll give them a couple of second chances. But no, Israel's lived up to the plan 100%.
As president has also warned the Palestinian group Hamas to disarm or face the consequences.
Well, we talked about Hamas and we talked about disarmament, and they're going to be given a very short period of time to disarm, and we'll see how that works out. Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner will be in charge of that from our side, but if they don't disarm as they agreed to do, they agreed to it, and then they'll be held to pay for them. And we don't want that. We're not looking for that. But they have to disarm within a fairly short period of time.
Meanwhile, Netanyahu has praised Trump's efforts in bringing peace in the Middle East.
Well, President Trump has broken so many conventions to the surprise of people, and then they figure out, oh, well, maybe, he was right after all. So we decided to break a convention too, or create a new one, and that is to award the Israel Prize, which in almost our 80 years, we've never awarded it to a non-Israeli. And we're going to award it this year to President Trump. This was announced formally over lunch by our Minister of Education, who's responsible for the Israel Prize. It's going to be awarded to President Donald J. Trump for his tremendous contributions to Israel and the Jewish people.
However, while the U.S. president is championing for global peace, the country continues to strike Venezuela's vessels in the Pacific.
There was an explosion in the dock area where they load the boats up with drugs. They load the boats up with drugs. So we hit all the boats, and now we hit the area. It's the implementation area. That's where they implement, and that is no longer around.
Israel and Hamas have accused each other of breaching the deal, with Tel Aviv indicating that if the Palestinian group is not disarming peacefully, it will resume military action. SABC News.